y'all, it's Shana from Creative Chaos in Tennessee, and today I'm back with Mixed Media Mayhem. And this week's prompts is texture paste, stencils, and thread or lace. So I'm going to do a double page today, and I am also combining this with How to Kill a Kit with Style and Baby Got Scraps. I'm working on using up my scraps and stash busting my kit. So I have my thread out. I'm going to work in somehow. This is paper from my kit, the 49 in Market. I cut it down so that I could use it. And then I pulled the remnants and of a Close to My Heart kit. These are mostly zip strips, so Life's a Hoot. And I love these, and I thought they went great with winter colors. And I do have a few little pieces left that I may make some cards out of, but that will be the whole complete kit done. That I actually used it all. So, I also pulled glitter paper from my stash, or not from my stash, but from my kit that I built. And I did get the centers of these because I want to be able to attach them, because if you use glitter paper, it does not attach well. Nothing attaches well to it. So I made it so that I could glue this part down and then attach my photo, and I would get a good grip for everything. So these are pictures from, I think these are last year's snow of having a snowball fight, but I'm pretty sure these are from last year. We got a really good snow, which was rare. I think we got like 6 inches of snow. So more than we got this time around. And then I just traced used some scrap paper. I traced something on my desk that was circular, made some snowballs, inked them up using Lost Shadow. And then I have this that was in my stash that was created from a swap. I think over on Swap Addicts Anonymous. I don't know who made it. And then I had some other scrap papers I'm going to use here. But I had this from a swap also that was created. I don't know who made it. But to finish it out, to go with the word snow, I cut this out on my Cricut, the letters, and then I hand cut the little snow from scrap pieces, and then the snowball to make it say Snowball, and then the word fight for Snowball fight. We have to use a stencil this time around, so I did pick this stencil to use, and it's a little non-traditional, but I thought it would work, even though it's like a honeycomb. And then I have these wood veneer snowflakes that I put texture paste on them, and then I put glitter on it. So technically I use texture paste, but I do need to use a stencil, so I'm going to use it again. So this one's going to be fun. And like I said, I'm going to use up all these scraps. So first, let's do and then I have texture paste. This is the Distress Texture Paste by Ranger. It's opaque. So I just kind of wanted to get a little bit of texture on here. And like I said, I already used texture paste on these. That glitter paper I'm using, I pulled in my kit shed, so I have glitter on everything. Everything. Okay, so I'm kind of just going to put my texture paste in 2 spots. I already know how I'm going to lay out my pages. I'm going to have my title here, and then I'm going to have photos, and then photos over here, and I'm going to have my snowman down here. So I think what I want to do is just add some texture up here, and then add some texture down here where the snowman's going to be at, and call it good. So I'm going to do that. Okay, let's go this way. And I'm just going to keep rubbing it and rub it thin so it don't take forever to dry. But this stuff does dry pretty quick. And you should only go one direction, not what I just did, so that it don't bleed underneath your stencil. So, I like that. Let's see. I think I want to turn it this way and do it. I know, it's a change for me to do this and not have gold, right? Are y'all shocked I actually own a different color? It's like a miracle. Okay. This is really thick. This is a new bottle. I think I've only maybe used it once because I did use up all my other 2 bottles on stuff, so. Wondering if I should add just a little bit more. Might as well. And I think I'll do the same over here. And this is just plain cardstock from, I don't know if this one's from Hobby Lobby or maybe Michael's in a bulk pack. But this is just the basic cardstock. Okay, so I'm going to go and wash off my stencil and give this a minute to dry, and then I will be right back. Alright, so it is dry, and now we're going to put it together. So, first I'm going to add all my paper and my paper strips and all those fun things. Let's see here. That one goes with the picture, actually. Oh, goodness. Okay. Let me add this paper first. I'm going to put it about right here. And this is not following a specific pattern or anything like that. This is just me throwing stuff down and using up scraps. So, this one is really easy to do with zip strips, or if you have some strips left in general. I'm going to hold this down for a minute since it's over the texture paste. Okay. And then I'm going to add all my little strips. So, let's see. This one's going to go up top. I love this paper so much. I did not like the sticker sheet that came with it with the owls. They were just too creepy to me. So I'm going to cut this a little bit so I can put it across both pages. Okay. This one was my favorite paper out of it. But yeah, the owls were a little creepy for me, so I didn't get the sticker sheet. But I did love the papers and the colors of it. there's that. And then we have some more. Let's see. And I'm just going to kind of guesstimate and span these across, because my pictures are going to cover up a lot of stuff, but I want my strips to still show with my patterns. Make sure your pages are lined up if you're going to add it to both pages. Let's see. And then this one, I think I'm just going to put through here. Let's see. Okay. This one's as long as the page, so it can just go all the way across here. If I can get it to the edge, or my paper is bowed up just a little bit. And you can totally flatten it out afterwards, or even before you start gluing on all this stuff if you wanted to. Let's see, I have some pink ones. I think I'll put one of those up here and let it run across this page. It's just kind of about, it's not about doing it in a certain way. It's literally just about looking at your scraps and seeing, okay, how could I lay these out so that they look nice and you can still see them. It would be easy to build cards with it too. It went right out of my head. Like, I promise I can talk today, but I have filmed so many videos in a row, I don't even know if I'm coming or going. But I'm hoping that it'll all work out and I can get videos filmed, at least the highlights in February, the main ones, for you guys while I have surgery. I'm gonna miss being able to film and craft. It's gonna be rough. Okay, so let's see. Then I have this one that I can use, and I do have this paper that I really like. I think I'm gonna put it down here, because that way it'll run behind the snowman and you can still see it. That, and then let's put this one down here so it's kind of, it draws your eye. So let's do that one down there. And I don't know how much of this you'll be able to actually see once we put the pictures down, but okay, so I have 3 strips left. Let's see. We already have this one here, so maybe a partial one. Let's just do that. Put part of it here. And the other half over here. Make sure my pages are lined up. Hopefully you are still in frame and I haven't moved it around too much. Okay, there's that. And then, let's see. Since we have that one up there, so let's put the matching one down here on this side. then we have this blue strip. It's kind of a oddball out, but it was just a strip that was, I had stuck it in the bag with that kit for whatever reason. I doubt that it was the cardstock that went to it. I probably just used it when I used it for something else and thought, okay, it can go in there for later. So, okay, so there's all our strips down. Could be an awesome base page, even if you only did one of these by itself. You could be pretty. You could put your photo here, you could put a title up here, add a little cluster embellishment. I know there's lots of you guys that love making base pages, but I don't, because I just don't use them. I don't think to go back for them. When I start something, I want to finish it right now. Okay, so I guess the next thing is, let's put our photos down. And let's see. They're kind of, some of them are directional, so I'm going to go with that. Okay, so let's glue this down first. All of my stuff is falling over here. Okay, let's go maybe right. Actually, you know what? I'm going to flip this back over for a minute. I want to see where my title kind of lays. So, I have this that I thought could go behind it, because the fight part doesn't show up. So I thought I would put it on a paper, and this one could do kind of the same thing. But I need to see where it kind of lands up here. You know, I don't love it. What about getting rid of that? Now that I've stenciled under it, I want to be able to see. I just stuck my arm in my in my photo mat that I glued. Yeah, that's why y'all put it in a safe place. Okay, I'm just going to leave that laying there for a minute, even though I'm not going to glue it. That way I can kind of know where I want to put my photo. Let me add more glue now that it's all on my arm. And I think I want to do it maybe right here. Okay, and then that will allow me to glue this photo down, at least in the center, onto the mat, so that everything gets stuck down good because of it being glitter paper. Okay, so then let's see. Maybe there. Okay. Here's this one. How did I have it? I already don't remember. Okay, that'll be good enough. Add some glue. And hold it down good so it'll press down in the center and get a good grip. Okay, and then let's continue on. I'll glue this one down. And maybe go here with it. I guess I should have tried it out before I started just throwing the glue to it. Okay, I'll put it in the center so it can get glued down. see here. And okay, I'm gonna lay the other ones out first before I go crazy. Okay, here's this one. I do want to put my I wish I would have added a purple one for one of these, so it's not all blue. Let's see. I want to add this down here. Maybe move that up a little bit. Could always move this up a little bit. Okay. I think that will work. I don't mind glitter. It's one of those things, either you love or you hate. And I love glitter and I do not mind it at all, but I am not a fan of this shedding glitter cardstock. And I think it came from Walmart. I got it on clearance. They were doing away with it. And now I know why. It was cheap for like $1 or $2 or something for a whole multicolor pack. So I don't know, honestly, if this is even worth putting now, because I don't really want to cover up my stencil part. So let's see, where is my foam tape? Here we go. Okay, I'm just going to add some foam to these little guys, just to help them pop up just a little bit. The end of a roll. Okay. And I apologize if you hear all the noise in the background. My children are doing the dishes. Okay, so there's all that stuff glued down. Let's work on getting the title glued. I'm going to add a little bit of foam on here. I wish these snowmen were did in a different color, like lighter, these colors. It would have matched perfect, but I think it still works, even though it's not exact. It's not an exact match, it still works. So let's see, how was I having this? Did I have it like that? Okay, like that. So add a little bit bit of an angle. And then I'm going to put some foam on this. And add this in. And then I'm going to add this. And then, let's see. Then I have my snowballs that I made. And I have my snowflakes to add. And I still need to add my thread. And I did, since How to Kill a Kit is focusing on alphas, I did pull this out. But seeing it with these, I just don't think the colors are going to work at all. So I'm not going to use it. So let's add some of these snowballs. And I thought when I was doing them, I want to put them on foam somewhat. But I thought while I was doing that, I could just add some thread in, kind of give them some movement. And all I'm going to do is, I'm just going to keep winding and winding and winding. And this one is not any special one. This is just my white that I use usually on my sewing machine to be the back of the page stitch, whatever that's called. Some of my sewers here will definitely know what that is and think, oh, she don't know what she's talking about. And going and going and going and going, and it keeps getting caught. Okay, and then I'll cut this one off. So I have this whole little thing here. Let's see. And I'm thinking I could cut it in half again. I'm just going to stick it on my phone to give it somewhere to land. And I'm going to roll it in my hands just to pull the threads apart somewhat. And do this. I'm going to add some glue. Alright, so then I'm going to do the same thing again. Just going to keep winding. And this isn't anything dramatic. This is just giving it a little something extra. You can't even see most of it. And I mean, I guess technically, since you could use thread, you could totally sew on your layout, and that could be your use of thread. There's lots of creative ways to add it. This is not one of the best ones, but like I said, it just gives it a little something extra, and I like it, so that's what matters, right? Because it's my page. Okay. I kind of want it to loop up like those over there did. Let's just do it manually. Okay. Just a little something extra. So, let's just stick another snowball in here somewhere. Okay, I think there would be good. I'm going to add some glue to help hold it down. we go. Actually, I should probably stick some up there on that one just so that it's not left out. Let's see here. I'm going to do this one little and just put some glue on it. And then put it in up here. See if I can pull some of them apart. Okay. And then, like I said, I have one more left here. So, oh, there we go. That actually looks a little more like what I'm wanting. Okay, I'm going to add some foam. You know, I think I will add one closer to the edge on here just so I have something closer to stick it to instead of in the middle so that you can see it. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, I'm going to add some glue and let's see, let's put this one in down here. I'm going to put some glue on this just to help hold it down. Add some glue in up here, down here. Okay. And then all that leaves me to add on is my snowflakes. And I'm just going to be generous with the glue. I could use my tacky glue for these to help hold them. And I probably should since I have texture paste and all of those things on it. But I'm just going to try this since I already have it here to be used. I'll just use this glue and see what happens. Just being very generous with the glue. And this one. Put this one down here. Okay. And that is pretty much going to be the page. So, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope that you guys enjoyed this and that it inspires you to create your own page. And thanks for hanging out with me. Until next time, bye y'all.